for the February readings for every sign of the zodiac. We're going to see what messages Spirit has for you. And before we dive into your sign, let's just see what Spirit wants all of us to know this month. What do our holy guides, angels, archangels, spirit guides, our own higher selves, the divine, want for us to focus on this month? Wow, message coming out loud and clear. It's the Emperor. This is about power, your divine power, not ego power, not power from a, personal agenda kind of vantage point, but power from that divine connection, that connection within yourself. This is you really tapping into that deep well, that electrical source of all that power within yourself, and knowing how to use it, because he has confidence. He's actually just being still here. He's not doing anything. It's just resting in that confidence this month. Okay, what else would Spirit like us to know? Thank you. Beautiful. Just calm. I'm getting a very calm feeling. Okay, then we'll use that as we feel into what this Eight of Swords is that Spirit wants to tell us about. What is this Eight of Swords for us in February? Thank you. Eight of Swords is about your mind trying to tell you that you are trapped, trying to tell you that you cannot access something, because it's telling you, look, your hands are tied, I don't see it. But here, what Spirit's telling us about this Eight of Swords is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, look at that. You need your third eye vision. You need your higher perception to be able to see. In this deck, it has the moon phases above it. So in February, I'm feeling that there will be a lot of changes. There'll be a lot of changes in your life. Things where you are having to bring this power, this new sense of your divine power, your new way of doing things, to situations to free yourself from those situations in February. And when you do, wow, this cup runneth over for you. This is joy, love, abundance. Okay. So I'm going to ask for what guidance Spirit would like us to have as far as using this divine Emperor power to break out of that Eight of Swords prison, of that prison of the mind, and grab that Ace of Cups. Grab that new beginning in love, joy, and abundance. Okay, what guidance would you like us to have? Thank you. It's the Magician. It's the Magician. It's knowing that you are going to receive what you are vibrating with. And knowing that February is bringing this new beginning for you, that is going to be this physical manifestation reflecting your life, reflecting your power, your divinely connected power. So in February, yes, you may see the bars, you may see the limitations that need to be moved out of the way. But I'm telling you, with the Emperor, the Magician, and the Ace of Cups, and all of these chills and this electricity I'm feeling in my body, these bars are no match for all this. They really aren't. They are an illusion. Here you can see them really lifting away magically. You can see kind of the energy there as they're being lifted away. That's what's happening in February. Okay. Anything else for all of us as a group, and then we will delve into your sign or your signs. It's always a great thing to watch, just not your sun sign, but also your moon and ascending sign. And there are lots of apps to help with that if you need to figure that out. I like the Time Passages app. It really gives you a good view of your birth chart if you have not had a birth chart reading or don't know anything about astrology, and that just helps. Okay. But there are lots of apps out there. Anything else that Spirit would like us to know as a group for February? Thank you. Okay. Eight of Cups. Now, with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, the eights are about moving into abundance. Eights are about that connection, that flow with the divine, which is where that power, the Emperor power, is coming from. Okay. Eight of Cups is about moving away from heaviness. So just like those bars were lifting off your mind, these weights are lifting off your heart in February so that you can grab that Ace of Cups, so you can enjoy that cup running over. So yeah, and the Fool, that lightness of being, that freedom that you feel when you're in that walk of faith with the divine. So February is all about allowing those bars to lift, allowing those weights to drop off your heart, and being light and feeling yourself defying gravity in your life. That's what's going to be happening. And here are your messages for your sign. I hope you will let me know how they resonate for you. If you'd like a private reading, the link is in the description below, and we'll connect again soon. Bye. Cancer, we're starting with you. That's right. You're the first reading for February that I am doing. It's time for Cancer to get to go first. This is synchronistic. This is a time planetarily, as well as just with the energy of you and your sign. This is a time for you, Cancer. The suffering, the weight, the slogging, it is all come to an end for you, Cancer. Wow, this is why. Now I'm in such a hurry to dive in for you and see what's happening, but I'm going to ask your holy guides, angels, archangels, your own higher selves to come in and connect with this reading, and for all the messages for you, Cancer, to be for your greatest good and highest purpose. Thank you. Yeah, it's been difficult, but now you're in the lightness, just like we talked about in the group message. You are in the lightness of being. You can be in this place of just, I'm getting just like floating, feeling weightless, feeling supported in, in midair like this. Look, because you are the Empress. This is all about you receiving effortlessly. I'm really getting the word effortless for you, Cancer. February will be effortless because the stuff that is hard, the stuff that is hurting, the suffering, all that stuff, you have moved away from it. And you have moved away from it to calmer waters. And here now you get to enjoy the calmer waters. Sometimes this can be an eerie feeling, okay? You can see here, she's a little bit like, this is spooky. It can be an eerie feeling because you've never been in the calmer waters. You've never been in this place of, you've never been there. So in this place of, contentment and peace and harmony and everything's good. Okay. I mean, maybe you've been there for short amounts of time, but this is like a new feeling. This is like, oh, this is my new way, my new life. So because it feels so eerily calm and different, you may be susceptible this month to thoughts or energies that try to come in and steal that peace. Okay, but what is your guidance for Cancer regarding the Seven of Swords? Okay. Someone who has felt like, hey, why do you get to enjoy all this peace and happiness and contentment now? What about me? There's someone this month who will be with you in a what about me kind of energy. Okay. So it's going to be important for you not to allow them to come in and steal your peace and take you back to those troubled waters. Because now you are the Empress. Now you are being brought everything that you need. And it's important for you to remember that and stay in that. Okay. So I'm just going to ask for any guidance and clarification around this Seven of Swords and Five of Pentacles for Cancer. Thank you. Yeah, it's Wheel of Fortune. Something destined, something fated this month is happening regarding this person who who you have left behind because it's not good for you anymore, or this situation. It's keep in mind that it's an important moment for that person or in that situation. In the grander scheme of things, it's a big closing out. Anything else about this Wheel of Fortune? It's a big exclamation point or period. Okay, on that. Okay. Wow. Okay. This situation or person used to have a lot of power over you. But it's time for that power, that entity, whatever it is, to fall. So whether this was a relationship, a job, a person, maybe an authority figure, possibly a parent, but whatever this was, this gave you a lot of heartache. And now it is time. You've moved away from the heartache. It's time for you to be in the effortlessness and ease. And this month, this will fall, for good, whatever that is. And you will have an opportunity to put the punctuation mark on the end of that sentence, or just to witness it happening. You might not even have to do anything. Okay. Just be aware of this. This is just something they want you to be aware of, your guides do, as you move into February, so that you're not subject to it. Okay. All right, let's see what is for you in the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart, Cancer, for February. Thank you. For February. Cancer. Trust. The Fool again. So because you have the Fool twice, this is just saying it's extra important this month. It's always important to be in that openness and that trust with the divine, but this month more than ever. And you're going to feel that support, that help, those guiding lights all around you. Feel into that and trust that to hold you, especially when that old dynamic tries to pull you back. It may not even, well, yeah, it's going to try, because that Seven of Swords is like wanting to steal your peace. Okay. So you're just going to close your eyes to that, and you're just going to trust, fall into what the divine is giving you. Okay. And then what is the message for Cancer this month, February? What is the message? Thank you. Accept struggles as lessons. Okay. So it's going to be important for you, not to engage with that Seven of Swords energy anymore that wants to come in and steal from you. You're not going to, even though it wants to come in and steal your peace, it's knowing that energy can't, that person can't, that situation can't. So don't even put any effort into it. Don't metaphorically install an alarm system or feel like you need to defend. No. That person or that situation was in your life, in your soul journey at that time for a reason. For you to come into a lesson, for you to come into a knowing, for you to come into a shift, and you have. So it's time to make peace with that. So that, you can go, I see you trying to steal my peace, bye, and just close your eyes to it. Don't engage with it, because you've already learned that lesson. And once you really make peace with that within yourself, that's what this is really about. That's the Wheel of Fortune. You coming into this time of going, I know now with peace what that was for, and I can let it go. Okay? And it no longer has power over me. You have no more power here, Okay, so anything else here for Cancer? And then we're going to pull a love message, since it's February and Valentine's Day. Okay, Seven of Cups. This is about options. This is about doors opening. This is about possibilities opening. The Hermit. Okay, so the more you focus on spirit and your connection with spirit, and you get in that full mode of like, you know what? I'm not going to engage in any of this other craziness. This is just between me and spirit. The more you're going to feel things open up, the more you're going to just feel like, oh, I can literally do anything. I'm free and I can do anything. And you're going to feel so free and excited this month. Yeah, you really are, because you have this ace, which we saw in the beginning. This is a new beginning in your physical life. So because you're focusing on spirit, you're being the fool, you're not entertaining any of these energies, from that other thing. You are stepping into all these open doors, and it's producing very real results and a very real big gift of a new beginning this month. This could be a new time in your relationship, or a new relationship. This could be a new job, new home, or just a new sense of like, wow, my life has really begun in this new way now. But you definitely are going to feel these options and possibilities opening up. You're going to feel a sense of freedom and invigoration, and I just want to do it all this month. And it's because it's you and spirit, just you and spirit. Spirit is your Valentine, okay? For now and for always. So we are, however, just because it feels fun, going to pull a message for romance. So let me get that deck. I'll be right back. Okay, so for this romance message, we're going to ask the Romance Angels deck. Ask Spirit to use this deck to give Cancer a message having to do with that romantic relationship that you're connecting with right now, that you're thinking of. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling into this a bit, and I may need some clarification from the tarot, but it is unrequited love. I am feeling you to be the person that's not requiting. But this feels like that person, this feels like that Seven of Swords person who's like, hey, you left me behind. And this month, it feels like they are going to make an effort to be in your awareness again. And just remember, you're not going to let this steal your peace. But let's ask for clarification here. Spirit, what would you like for Cancer to know about this? Yeah, you have the power. You have the power and the passion. So like, you have passion, and you're going to go where there is passion. You're not going to go where there's not anymore. Okay, that had its time. It had its purpose. Remember, accept struggles as lessons. There's no need to go back. And that doesn't mean you can't really feel into those lessons and really feel into that, but you're not feeling this person. But do know in February they will be in your awareness, but you have already started in a new direction, in a new life. Yeah, they were there to show you this pattern of codependency. They were there to show you this wound around codependency. But now you have a 1 and you have the Ace. Now you have started on a new path with the Ace of Pentacles. And see the shackles here? You're not shackled anymore. You're free. So you've healed this codependency that this showed you, that this person showed you. So when they come back, you're like, I'm not into that anymore. I don't do that anymore. I am now into this powerful passion, which is what I have with Spirit. And yes, it shows up in romance, but maybe it doesn't look exactly like the mind would say it should look or whatever, but it's definitely passion and love and spark. And you do not need what was not serving you. Okay? So this is beautiful. Have a wonderful February. I hope you will let me know how this message resonates, and let me know how your month unfolds and how that that energy sort of plays out. I would love to hear about that. But you have the power. Just remember that. And you are that fool, just an ultimate effortlessness and ease. So enjoy. This is your time, Cancer. We'll talk again soon.